So take 1 second and imagine an ancient martial art that's so brutal to the point where instead of getting a knockout, that's not going to get you the win. You got to get 2 knockouts to actually win. So you either get knocked out twice or you knock somebody else out twice before you can even win the match. What is going on, guys? My name is Mark from Superhuman Fitness, and if you guys are new to this channel and you want to learn more about martial arts, learn how to defend yourselves as a beginner or even more advanced, make sure you start off now by hitting the subscribe button and liking this video. Also, if you'd like a shirt just like this one, just like mine, and you would just like to support me in general, I'm going to leave a link to my Teespring, which is where I have all my shirts, all my clothing and stuff, where you can get one just like this. There's a bunch of different designs as well, so if you guys want to do that, go ahead and help me out, then please do that. Now, what is Lethwei? Lethwei is also known as Burmese boxing, Myanmar boxing. It's also known as the art of 9 limbs. Now, when you hear art of 9 limbs, it sounds a lot like Muay Thai's the art of 8 limbs, right? And it's fairly similar to Muay Thai, but the differences are the ninth limb, right? So you got your fists, those are 2. You got your 2 knees, you got your 2 feet, you got your 2 elbows, that's what I missed, and then you got your head, which is basically like the last limb, right? That's what makes up the 9th limb. And Lethwei, you are allowed to headbutt, which is like game changing. It's actually like really encouraged, and headbutting is really painful. It's really brutal. If you don't know exactly if you've never been headbutted, like, it sucks. I've never been headbutted like by a Burmese boxer, by somebody who does Lethwei, but just a regular headbutt, like even on accident, that is terrible. So I cannot imagine somebody who's like trained with their headbutts. They would like whip their head. Dude, it's crazy. And you could find fights of this all over the internet, by the way. This is still a thing. This is ancient, but it hasn't really changed. Now, when it comes to actually fighting, obviously there's some rules. It's not actually like too many rules. It's an ancient martial art and not much has changed, like I said. So the only thing that has actually changed is the fact that instead of them doing it in like a sand pit, now they actually do it in like a ring, something like that, right? Like there's no sand pit now for like the actual fights. So that's the only real change when it comes to Lethwei. But let's talk about like the rules, like how it actually works. So Lethwei is also kind of known as bare knuckle boxing, and their knuckles are basically bare. Like all you really do, you're not going to wear gloves, you're just going to tape your hands. That's it. They just tape their hands, tape their feet, wear a cup, wear a mouthpiece, some shorts, that's it. And you just stalk each other until somebody gets knocked out. You get 5 3-minute rounds, and you get 2 minutes rest in between each of these rounds, right? That's just the rules for Lethwei. Now, like I said, you only win by knockout. You can't win by points, you only win by knockout. But here's the thing. If you win, or if you get a knockout anywhere between the first round all the way up to the 4th round, there's 5 rounds. Anywhere in between the 1 through 4, the person who gets knocked out has another 2 minutes to recover. And after that, after those 2 minutes, they have to go fight again. Now, obviously, they could be like, I don't want to. I would probably say like 99% of Lethwei fighters, if they get knocked out and they have that 2 minutes to, recover, they're not gonna be like, no, I'm not gonna do it. Like in front of like an audience, especially in front of an audience, even just a regular person, like a Lethwei fighter, they're not gonna want to back down. But especially in front of an audience, it's very rare. So what's gonna happen is they're gonna get knocked out, they're gonna go back up, and they're already like brain damage, right? They're gonna get knocked out again. That's crazy. It's like literally like a guide to CTE, right? Just keep getting knocked out. You get knocked out once, nope, not enough, let's get knocked out again, right? It's not a good experience if you know anything about brain damage, right? But is brutal, and they are good fighters. One of the ways that Lethwei is similar to Muay Thai is that they both get you to smash that like button. Another way is obviously they got the traditional stance, right? They got the 8 weapons plus that extra limb, but just the 8 weapons in general, that's another similarity, right? But there's also like the differences, which is obviously one is based in Myanmar or Burmese, and the other one is Thailand, right? So they're both like different origins, and they have little tweaks that are different, but generally you could see a lot of similarities. But obviously you're not gonna be headbutting people in the middle of a Muay Thai match. That's just not the way Muay Thai works, right? There's a lot more headbutts in Lethwei. Actually, just not really any, like I said, in Muay Thai, but there's less leg kicks in Lethwei. Muay Thai, they kind of like emphasize their leg kicks. Lethwei, it's more like they're gonna sock you, right? It's more like punches, but they do use their legs. It's just not like as strong suit as it is in Muay Thai. Now, Lethwei is actually not that well known. It's not. I bet you probably let's say 70-80% of the people watching this probably had no idea what Lethwei is. They're probably like, oh, art of 8 weapons, art of 9 weapons. Okay, that kind of makes sense. But nobody really hears of Lethwei. Maybe now, because Joe Rogan did that whole thing. And when Joe Rogan does something, you know, like everybody hears it. But generally, Lethwei is very not that well known, especially compared to something like Muay Thai, where like a majority of people, and at least a majority of fighters, know what Muay Thai is, right? But if you go to like a gym and you be like, yo, you know what Lethwei is? Like 90% of the time they'd be like, dude, what is that? But if you ask what Muay Thai is, like basically everybody knows what Muay Thai, and dude, there's people staring at me and it's so funny, but like everybody knows what Muay Thai is. Now Lethwei, way less known. And it's just crazy how it's something this brutal, not that many people know. And you can find it on YouTube, by the way. There's a video. This is one that Joe Rogan was talking about. Basically what happens is this guy gets knocked out, right? This is very rare, by the way. This guy gets knocked out. I think it was like maybe the second round, something like that. Anyways, he gets knocked out and he's like, all right, 2 minutes. His coaches grab him, they're starting to like slap him, and like they're literally biting, like nibbling on his ear, trying to wake this dude up so he gets back in and fights after he gets knocked out, right? So he wakes up and he's like, dude, he like got knocked out cold from an elbow, right? He got elbowed to the, like, I don't remember which side, but he got elbowed in the face and he just dropped like cold. And then they wake him up, he goes back in and he wins, dude. He knocks the other guy out. Crazy fight. But if he got knocked out twice, it's just ridiculous brain damage. It's just no bueno. But just the fact that there's still stuff like that is just this brutal, and it's, you know, it's still a thing. That's insane. If you guys enjoyed this video and you want more martial arts related content, make sure you smash the like button. Don't just tap it, absolutely obliterate it, and subscribe for more videos just like this. If you want a shirt just like this, link in the description below. I'm gonna also have my MMA course, which I literally just made, still in the process, but it's free, so you just put in your email and then I'll send you an email as soon as it's completed on how to get in and everything. So super in-depth MMA course. I've been grinding on this channel ever since everything happened, you know, like everything's close. I have a bunch of time. I've been grinding. So help me out, support me, like this video, subscribe, and if you can, cop my merch, get the course. Love you guys, peace out.